Most people are using AI like Google. They type a question, get an answer, copy it, and move on. But that is only level 1. The real opportunity is learning how to turn AI into a digital worker. A worker that can research for you, send you reports, remind you what matters, prepare you for meetings, organize your ideas, and help you execute faster. In this video, I'll show you the 3 levels of AI use and why AI agents matter, and how a complete beginner can start building a simple AI assistant today. No coding background required. Most people are not behind because they lack talent. They are behind because they are still using AI at the lowest level. Open ChatGPT or Claude and they ask one question. They get an answer and they close it because they have what they want, a useful answer. But that is not the real shift. The real shift is when AI stops being a tool you talk to once and becomes a system that works for you every day. That is where AI agent comes in. So in this video, I'm going to break this down for beginners. We'll cover what AI agents actually are, the 3 levels of AI use, how to build your first simple AI assistant, and how everyday people can use this for business, content, learning, and productivity. Let's get into it. So level 1 is not bad. It is just the beginning. The only problem is when people begin to think that is all AI can do, which is synonymous to buying a smartphone and using it only as a calculator. Level 2 is when you stop asking random questions and start giving AI specific jobs. For example, review this transcript and find 10 viral clip ideas. Read these customer messages and tell me the top complaints. Turn this meeting note into a follow-up email. Or compare these 3 tools and recommend the best one for my case use. Now, AI is not just answering, it is helping you complete work. This is where beginners start to feel the real power, because now you're not using AI as a search engine. You're using it as a thinking partner. But there's still one issue. You are still manually asking it every time. That brings us to level 3. Level 3 is where things get interesting. This is where you create repeatable AI workflow. Instead of saying, search this person from my podcast, you create a system that says, anytime I add a guest name, research their background, find their best interviews, identify strong follow-up questions, suggest viral clip angles, and prepare a short briefing document. This is no longer just a prompt. It is a workflow. That is the beginning of an AI agent. That is what makes AI agents followable. They do not just answer, follow instructions. They use context. They repeat tasks. They help you save time. And eventually, they help you make better decisions. That is the easiest way to start. Do not start with complicated coding. Start with a simple question. What do I repeat every week that AI could help me with? I named this the 3R Beginner Agent Framework. These are research, reports, reminders. Let's start off with research. The AI assistant can research things before you need them. For example, if you are a content creator, it can research trending topics in your niche. If you are a freelancer, it can research potential clients. If you're a student, you can research a topic and explain it at your level. If you are building a business, you can research competitors, customer pain points, and tool options. This saves time because you're not starting from zero every day. The second R is reports. Research is useful, but reports are better. A report turns messy information into something you can act on. For example, a weekly content report, a client research report, a business idea validation report, a sales call preparation report, a YouTube analytics report, a customer feedback report. The key is this: do not ask AI to give me information. Ask it to create a decision-ready report. That means what matters, what changed, what should I do next. The third beginner use case is reminders. Not just basic phone reminders, smart reminders. For example, remind me to follow up with this person in 3 days. Remind me to post the short clip after the full video goes live. Remind me to check this client's proposal on Friday. Remind me what I said I will do after this meeting. This is where AI becomes more than a chatbot. It becomes a support system. If you run a small business, the first agent should not be complicated. Do not start with automate my entire company. Start with one painful task. For example, customer inquiry summaries, lead follow-up drafts, weekly sales report, competitor research, inventory alerts, meeting prep, proposal drafts, frequently answered questions, responses. That is the right way to think. Not one giant AI system. Small digital workers. Each one has a job. One researches, one summarizes, one reminds, one drafts, one checks, one organizes. That is how you build your AI system. A lot of people hear words like agent, terminal, cloud code, GitHub, workflows, automation, and immediately think, this is not for me. But most of the fear comes from unfamiliarity. So do not start by trying to understand every technical detail. Start with the concept. An AI agent is a worker. A workflow is a repeatable process. Context is the information the worker needs. Instructions are the rules. Tools are what the worker can use. And output is the result you want. That is it. Once you understand that, the tools become less scary. The opportunity is not just to make money with AI. That is too vague. The real opportunity is becoming the person who knows how to turn messy work into simple AI systems. Every business has repetitive tasks. Every creator has repetitive tasks. Every student has repetitive tasks. Every professional has repetitive tasks. If you can identify those tasks, document the steps, turn them into prompts, and eventually automate part of the workflow, you become valuable. Because most people will stay at level 1. They will ask AI questions. You will build AI systems. That is the difference. So here's the challenge. Do not watch this video and just say, AI agents are interesting. Pick one task today. One. Something you repeat every week. Research, reports, reminders, content ideas, meeting, prep, client follow-up. Turn that into a simple AI workflow, because the people who win with AI will not be the people who know every tool. They will be the people who know how to think in systems. AI is not here to do your life for you. It is here to help you build more capacity. So start with one digital worker. Give it one job. Improve it every week. And over time, you will not just be using AI, you will be operating with AI. That is the future. And this is exactly what we build at NtiriLab. Subscribe to NtiriLab and let's keep the fire burning together.